North Kaneshi. 3 people were killed, including the owner of the shop operating inside the structure. 1 other remained hospitalized. Emergency teams worked through the night and into the day to conclude rescue operations. Engineers who visited the Aveno site say the building appears to have been constructed without a permit from the Accra Metropolitan Assembly. The structure was a 4-story building, ground floor plus 3 on top. It had a hidden roof, it housed residents and businesses, and it was barely 6 years old. Accra has recorded multiple fatal building collapses in recent years. In 2023, a 3-story building came down at Nana Krom. In 2025, a collapse at Roman Ridge trapped around 14 workers. And in March this year, a story building at Accra New Town killed 3 people and hospitalized 20 others. Many of them were Christian worshippers who were gathered inside. And on the same day as the Aveno collapse, the Ghana National Fire Service ordered the demolition of a separate dilapidated building in Osu after safety concerns were raised. Formal test results from the Aveno collapse are still pending.
That was a News Desk report. Meanwhile, the Accra Mayor Michael Kpakpo Alote has confirmed the final death tolls after one of the initially rescued survivors succumbed to injuries. And speaking on the Class Morning Show, the public relations officer for the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, Gilbert Ankra, disclosed that preliminary findings point to a clear breach of the city's building regulations. He noted that officials are conducting a comprehensive investigations to determine the exact cause of the collapse and ascertain whether additional violation contributed to the incident.
Here's the information: the building has no permit, but the assembly is moving in to ensure that some investigation is conducted.
So when the building started, when the construction started, the authorities or the guys in your office did not see this?
These are initial comments, and that's why investigation going to be launched into it. Of course, as an assembly, for some of these things, it is our responsibility to ensure that they are done in accordance with a lay-down permitting process. And just as I'm saying, there are times when we even issue permits and building materials with respect to standards are lowered. But just as the mayor has said, investigation is going to be launched into this whole issue, and those who are found culpable or those who were there and did not do what they are expected to do will be held accountable. As for that, we can assure you.
The Public Relations Officer for the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, Gilbert Ankra. Let's go on the line and speak to my colleague Esther Baba-Mesiam, who is currently at Aveno to give us the latest update on the incident. Esther, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Tell us the latest action there.
Okay, so I'm currently here at the Aveno, where the collapsed building happened. So according to sources, as at 3 a.m., getting to 4 a.m., this dawn, they saw the building shaking. After a while, it collapsed, and unfortunately, 2 individuals died as a result of that, and as some few people also got injured, and they have been sent to the hospital for treatment, and including a 17-year-old boy who was part of it and had a spinal damage.
Okay, so have you spotted any of the government officials there?
Yeah, so the police is currently here. The fire service were here as well, but for now they are not. And also NADMO officials were here some few minutes ago.
Are they engaging the media? Are they telling you anything that the findings?
Currently, no.
Okay, so keep following. We'll come back to you for latest on that. That's my colleague Esther Natal Misiam Baba giving us an update on the story building that collapsed at Aveno. Now, a building consultant, engineer Abdullah Mahama, has described the situation as an addictive of a broader problem confronting the capital-built environment. Also speaking on the Class Morning Show, he lamented what he described as a weak enforcement of building regulations, arguing that many structures in Accra are standing by the grace of God.
It is easier said than done, but I will not support them for some of the lapses that happens at some of the assemblies. Some of the engineers who pick their cars, they are private, their own cars, not even their, so they are not assigned. Then they move to these areas and they are threatened. They are not threatened by sometimes not the politicians. They are threatened by
who? By who?
Some landlords.
Are we saying that the land guards are more powerful than the security agencies?
I mean, my brother. So I'm giving you a stance that go and check the building that collapsed yesterday. Find out whether there are documents to everything there. Get some investigation done within the area and find out from the people who are staying in that area that who were those who were providing some form of security when the building was being constructed. And look at where those people are having their backing from. It's sad.
So if the backing is coming from powerful and influential people, then it's a waste of everybody's time.
So we start to name. So that's why the media is there. You know what the powerful people are scared of? When they see 1, 2, 3 media houses carrying one particular item and sustaining broadcast, or making it so public, they now will run away.
That's a building consultant engineer Abdullahi Mahama. In a related development, the Accra Metropolitan Assembly is offering a 200 Ghana cedis cash reward to members of the public who provide credible video evidence of individuals dumping refuse into drains and running water bodies during rainfalls. Mayor Michael Alote announced the initiative as part of efforts to tackle one of the key contributors to flooding in the capital.
From wherever they are pouring the rubbish into the drain, we bring it to us, we bring 5 people, 50,000, 10 is 2,000. It's a good thing for you just to report proper to pay. Because we want to stop the problem, we want to fix it. It's there already, the fund is already there. If you just show it, if you just have concrete evidence that we find pouring rubbish, you have the picture, just locate it, don't go and fight it. Just locate where it is, that's all. And there's only one person that some serious evidence. We see the guy pouring the rubbish into the drain. It's anything the guy was going to do. You know, once money is involved, people yes. So what we are saying is that not because we have problem with cleaning the house, we eventually come to hear that pouring rubbish into the gutter. We have to have evidence. And this is by only evidence that you saw the person pouring the rubbish into the gutter. So if you have issues, you can never say it.
That's the Accra Mayor Michael Pakpo Alote. Now, as the rainy season continues, many people are finding different ways to plan their day before stepping out. Class News took to the streets to find out how many people prepare for raining days and how the weather affects their daily activities. Here's what they had to say.
When it's raining, I prefer to stay at that place, provided it's safe, because I'm one person who doesn't like to drive in the rain, and knowing how things fly about with the rains that come with winds and everything that precedes the rainfall, I like to stay around. And for me to, when I'm leaving home, especially in this May, June where it's raining, I try to close up the windows and everything to avoid rain from entering through the windows, because I have a couple of incidents where I forgot to close the windows and then the rain came in. So now I'm very conscious about that I'm working with, and I tell them if it's raining at my end, I'll tell you that it's raining at my end. Maybe when it comes down, I'll reschedule.
When the rain is coming, I'll pay some praise. Some praise protects my business. I use rubber to cover my bread. That is why.
So with our job, we wait for the rain to come down before we maybe charter a car and come. Since our job, you can't give excuse with the rain. It's like you have to be ahead. So you have to wait till the rain comes down, then you come to work. But the rain season this time, Charlie, it's more than Noah's time. It's like it's raining every second. It's raining, which is very alarming. The state of Ghana, when our drainage system there is very bad. Every tight corner is choked with maybe some cures or something, which makes the water not to flow.
That's a section of the public speaking on the rainy season.
And this is 12 Live here on Class 91.3 FM. Now, we're doing some sport-related stories because with the World Cup drawing closer, football fans are already expressing excitement and enthusiasm for the tournament. And a Vox Pop conducted by a news team, respondents were asked to name 5 teams participating in the competition and indicate with which team they would be supporting. While some fans pledged their support for the Black Stars, others said they would be backing Portugal and France. That's an interesting one if you ask me. As the countdown to kick-off continues, supporters remain optimistic about an entertaining tournament and are eager to see which nation will ultimately lift the trophy. Take a listen to this.
With the World Cup just few days, can you please mention 5 teams that are participating in the tournament?
Okay. First of all, Ghana, Japan, Senegal, Ecuador, Brazil, and South Africa.
And what team do you think is going to take the cup?
For sure, Ghana won't, but Spain, Spain for sure.
Panama, Croatia, Yugoslavia, Iraq, and Brazil.
And what team you think is going to take the cup?
Oh, almighty France. Yeah, France now. Forget about the rest.
Brazil, Ghana, South Africa, Spain, Mexico, Canada.
And what team do you think is going to take the cup?
Okay, I'm tipping Spain and Brazil.
Ghana, Portugal, Argentina, Brazil, England.
What team do you think is taking the cup?
Ghana, Brazil, Argentina, England, Ghana, I think for it, and then Panama.
So what team are you rooting for to take the cup?
Ghana.
France, Brazil, US, Germany, yeah, basically.
The 5 teams that are participating, we have Ghana, we have Argentina, we have Portugal, we have Croatia, and we also have England. Well, the game of football is very dicey, but I see Portugal winning the World Cup.
Well, interesting conversations there. Those are some comments from you, the general public, as regards which team you would be supporting. And interestingly, some Ghanaian supporters are saying that they are going to support the likes of Black Stars. I mean, Portugal, Spain, and what have you. What do you make of this? This is 12 Live here on Class 91.3 FM. Now, a group of 150 Malawians repatriated from South Africa amid growing worries about xenophobia are due to arrive by road in their home country on Monday. That's according to the Malawian authorities. Now, the repatriation follows violence in South Africa's Western Cape province, where there were reports just over a week ago of door-to-door intimidation, as well as the deaths of 2 Mozambicans in Mossel Bay. Now, the Malawians were among a number of foreign nationals who had sought refuge in temporary camps in Mossel Bay, according to a statement from authorities. Ghana, Nigeria, and Zimbabwe have also organized repatriation flights, as you all know, and transport after raising concerns about xenophobic attacks in South Africa. Anti-migrant groups are demanding undocumented migrants leave the country and have set June 30 as the deadline.
Meanwhile, the South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has reaffirmed his government's commitment to strengthening border security and tightening immigration enforcement to curb illegal entry into the country. The says authority will continue to improve border management system and enforce immigration laws to ensure that entry and residence in South Africa are done through legal and regulated channels.
We know that migration is a global issue. It affects many countries around the world. Our country, like many others throughout history, is a product of migration. It is the reason for our diversity and contributes to our vibrancy. As a democracy, we have welcomed visitors to our country. In line with our international obligations on the issue of migration, and our constitutional values, we accept people from other countries who are in need of protection from wars, conflicts, discrimination, and violence. Like every other country in the world, we have laws that determine who can come to our country, South Africa, and what they can do whilst they are here, and how long they can stay. Our laws are very clear on this. The basic principle on which we all agree is that every person within the borders of South Africa should be here legally.
That's the South African President Cyril Ramaphosa.
This is 12 Live here on Class 91.3 FM. Shortly, we'll be crossing over to Centio Oil in Tema, where there's an event taking place. But before then, Electroland Ghana Limited is giving you weekly and monthly big rewards when you buy Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO electronics anywhere in Ghana and from any authorized dealer or reseller. Just buy your LED smart TVs, split AC, double door fridges, auto grill, gas cookers, washing machines, sound towers, microwaves, blenders, mobile phones, and many more from Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO, and dial star 928 star 8888 hash or go to register.electrolandraffles.com to enter our weekly and monthly draws approved by NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Electroland Ghana Limited, rewarding your patronage the big way. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, are you ready to review your fortune? Review Scratch for winners here to change your life for good. Just dial star 850 star 5 hash and win up to 1 million Ghana cedis or more in cash prizes instantly. It's easy, it's exciting, and it's regulated by the National Lottery Authority. Simple dial *850*5# to play on now. On choose your network and play. Select your stake from 5 cedis to 2,000 Ghana cedis. Choose your lucky card out of the 5 option. Confirm gameplay and enter your Momo pin. Receive your game results and winnings instantly. It's easy, fun, and exciting. Get ready, scratch, win, and live your best life with Review Scratch for Win from up to 1 million Ghana cedis. Review Scratch for Win, Scratch Keke. That is Kaseba.
And that's how we end this afternoon's edition of 12 Live, which came your way from our studios here. Our third that Walk Street, not Laboni Accra. My name is Charles Akrofi, and I did this with
Elizabeth Aidoo.
You don't want to flip up your dial because we're crossing over to St. Tio Oil Refinery for an event which is the first ever Jubilee Crude Oil Berth ceremony.